Chosen a 45-10 in preparation for up and coming tournaments. It's about 2 months away, so it's a long way off really. But just going to try and get a feel for where we're currently at, if we can put in place the lessons learned from the other tournaments. We have got a bit of a surprise for ourselves. In terms of the next tournament. As usual, we know the double pawn situation can be a bit of an issue over the board. I probably try and stay away from it. So this is probably why when we do play over the board, I probably don't end up in this type of situation, because I try and avoid the double pawns, and then I start panicking because I'm not used to that position. So I think in the next game, what I need to do is focus on excuse me, playing it like it is an over the board game. I just went into straight blasé mode, online mode, but really playing over the board, it is slightly different. And I think that's why when I'm playing over the board, it looks different and it feels different, and it feels like the opponent's playing better than what they really are. It's because I don't play like I would play online and the patterns look different. So they've come for a massive little attack here, and we're just going to hit the queen, the pawn. Excuse me, throat's going funny all of a sudden. Yeah, I think that's a key thing. I mean, we can jump here. It does have lots of pieces on this pawn, and does look like some sort of excuse me, checkmate type situation. Knight can go here, but the bishop just takes it off the board. So they've snuck in and gained some type of situation on us. Could bring the knight here, defending the pawn, but the pawn's just going to drop down and attack the knight. If the pawn drops down to attack the knight, we can hit their queen with the pawn here, smaller piece. Knight probably will take, and then the queen takes. He's got to check on the king. And then he's also on the rook as well. So bishop comes here and attacks, and so it's going to get a bit messy. I think we will go with that and follow that through to the nth degree of getting the bishop here, defending. It will be down, maybe, is it a pawn or two? One pawn, maybe 2 pawns. It's not moved the pawn onto the knight, so for now we can continue with this type of action. Small piece attacking the queen. I think we were saved a little bit there, but they can still always hit us. And they're going for that maneuver, but we do have an extra piece, which is the knight being able to defend. So going to hit the queen still. Queen's moved back dead quickly. We could go for an X-ray through with the bishop. Could bring the bishop here, annoyingly, to stop the king from castling. I do like that. I'm going to go with that just to stop the king from castling this side. Yeah, what was I saying? Just reiterating again the fact of when I'm playing online, I will plump for doubling the pawns because we know we're going to try and support them, that type of stuff. But then when I play over the board, I play differently because I say, oh no, I'm not doubling my pawns. So there's a mix-up of practice and actual practicalities. Either I go with the double pawns in the over the board game because that's what I'm naturally doing online, or we try and change it in the online process. I just know for a fact it's just so dry. So I think I've got to be plumping for trying to make the double pawn situation work for us in the over the board game. But we'll see what we're talking about. We will attempt to try and not double the pawns type thing and play kind of dry chess. And I think that's the thing, that's the blockage inside me. You know, it's dry chess because it's almost like mistake to take. It's like keeping the tension. And that to me is not really the way I play my chess. Anyway, we will see. We will try and work it through so that we hit the over the board area with a little bit better, what's the word now, working of the pieces together, and my own mental state of having the right preparation in my head as to what I am going to be doing. So he's attacking our knight. We can push forward and attack their queen with a small piece. I think he's still trying to come here, probably going to do that. He's still attacking this pawn. They've kind of won the tempo, haven't they, because our knight is now being attacked. If he drops there, the only piece that's defending this square is that, but the king can move backwards and forwards. Bishop comes here, it can move across, so that's not going to work for them really, is it? So we should be thinking about moving the knight. Could move the knight here, could move it back. If it goes here, it's going to get challenged. Where can it go? It can come back here. Not really attacking anything really, is it? Going up here. Just bring it around. We have plenty of time. It's a 10-second increment. And we're just giving up the rook. Greedy munching queen. Now, if we went all fancy, thinking we're going to get the queen, it's just going to take the knight off the board. So he's got time to escape. Because if we move here, he's going to move the queen quick time to get it out of there. If they don't, then we can get away with doing this. Oh, he's got this pawn as well. Oh, the snowball is just picking up on us big style. Yeah, he's just going to snap up that pawn. We could go like this, attacking the queen for a queen. I think they will oblige. Because they're up the exchange at the minute. Oh, they're not. Okay, well, they will oblige now. Not sure why they did that. They've got two rooks, they're up the exchange. What's the issue? Let's go here. So equal amount of pieces. They're now struggling. They're wanting to try and get their king castled on the king side. So is there anything that we can do? He's also defended this pawn. Very clever. So we could get that knight away from there by pushing here. Pushing onto the bishop. Knight takes, or bishop takes. Knight's going to end up here. Knight takes this pawn. But then he gets castled, doesn't he? Move the bishop a little bit up here because this pawn is going to be dropping, blocking. We got a 2-on-1 on the pawn. I think we'll do that. Yeah, I've always wondered why I play differently when I'm playing over the board to playing online. I think I've mentioned it many times actually, and it is that sort of free-spirited aspect of, well, we'll just do this and we'll just do that online because we're getting away with it. But when you're playing over the board, then you don't get away with it. Or it's not the fact that we don't get away with it, it's that we bring in all of the methodologies of how you should be playing it, and we then put pressure on ourselves to say, oh, we better play it properly then, but that's not the way we play. I'm going to take the bishop off the board. Knights hunt the bishops in our mantra. I don't really see there being a problem there. Yeah, let's just take it off the board. Makes me laugh when I see the obvious moves taking so long to be taken. That does kind of, well, it doesn't make me laugh really, it gets me kind of irked, but hey, let's turn it into a chuckle rather than a frown. They'll be annoyed about this bishop blocking off all the angles. He's looking for his rook to attack this pawn. Is there anything else we can do? I mean, we've got the bishop being able to put a check on the king, but it does just drop. Could move the knight out of the way because we know that's what they want, and we don't want to give their rook any power. Takes, pawn takes. Push the pawn, defended by the bishop. Pushes this. No, actually he pushes that because that pawn's going to be there, blocking the bishop from defending. There's too much focus around there really, isn't it? We need this rook here. So if we come here, I'm going to come here and then see if we can get the rook here. We need to be starting to give them something to think about, because we don't really want them getting the rooks linked up, because that's their strength, isn't it? Because they're up the exchange. This is the first of 4 games, trying to replicate the tournament atmosphere and feel. Next game we'll attempt to play it as if we were playing over the board, where we kind of put pressure. Oh, he's blocking it already. Alright, going to continue with the move anyway. I think they're going to chase off the bishop. They're fed up off this bishop. Have a bit of this, but he's going to get the bishop off the board, isn't he? No, he's not going for the bishop. It'd be easy to do that. Drop there. Then the bishop's got nowhere to go really after that. Push the pawn onto the knight. Bishop's on this pawn. Push. He's got his rooks linked up as well, so he's going to be firing on all cylinders here. Slip it back and attack the pawn, but you know, we'll see. I think the rooks are coming here, owning the file. Not actually doing that, so it looks like we're being pushed into coming here anyway. Attacking the knight, double the pawns, or come here just to nothing much attacking it apart from the knight jumping there, which is better. Let's go this way and take the knight off the board. Double the pawns as we come into the proper end game. And they have 2 rooks. Probably too late to the party. A nice one. Something like that. But no, they stopped it all. Stopped all the fun. So we're going to have to push, and it stops the knight from getting into lovely position. Now our knight's just stuck there forever and a day. Have to babysit with the rook. Yeah, I think this one's done. You can feel it already. There's not much that we can do. Yeah. Yeah, we're too backward, really. Knight's all jammed in. Bring the bishop back, supporting the pawn. There's brings his rook. Oops, brings his rook here. I'm just thinking, if I'm white, man, I'm just doubling up, and you're going to eventually get pieces off the board, and you're going to be that important material up. He's going for the exchange. You see, not much we can do. Definitely none of that. Takes, then it just gives him the power base. What has he got? A dark square bishop. Yeah, it's going to put 2-on-1s and all sorts. And could be doable, but I think I'd probably get. See, even if I move, he's just going to double. Not going to make much difference. Bishop's protecting this area, but not much, is it? Not much, is it? They could do all sorts of fancy business coming here. Push the pawn down. It's got 2-on-1, 3-on-1s even. All sorts of stuff could happen. I don't see anything for us. We could go here looking for a momentary check on the king, but that's nothing really. If we do that, he just takes, king takes, rook comes up, come back here. Okay, let's do that. So it's going to trade down because he's winning with the rooks. The writing is on the wall on this one, but I'm sure I'll be in some type of position like this, and we have to just keep plodding away, hoping that they make a mistake. If I was white, I'd be saying, there's no way I'm losing this. The strength of the rook should be just a little bit too good, you know? But we have played games where just because they are up the exchange doesn't mean they've actually won the game, because you have to work the pieces correctly in order to gain that advantage. So we have to kind of hope that they don't know how to do that. So they've basically moved the king off of the line there. So it's like almost, he's like playing with a little toy here. Yeah. Sees this, not interested. You'd have thought I'd have just taken that off the board. Don't really see what the dance is. Take, king takes. Okay, let's just take it. Move the king maybe to the other side of the board. Although these pawns look like they can look after themselves, but his king is there, so let's go here. See which way his king's going to go. What he might have dropped here. Yeah, so he has gone for this aspect. Probably going to be pushing this pawn. take, maybe not. Oh well, yeah, probably push, and then the rook's coming down and attacking either one of these. Well, maybe just the bishop. Then we come here, then he comes down and attacks the knight, and then the knight has nowhere to go. Oh, yeah, that's not going to be right, is it? Oh, that's definitely not going to be right. Comes there, we take this way. As the bishop sacrifice itself, takes, as he knows he's getting the stuff anyway. It'd be a bishop down, but it's against a rook. Let's push this. Definitely feels like how the over the board games will be played. Like I said, I'm surprising myself in this next tournament because I have no fear. Strange as it may seem, I'm kind of fearless. Problem we've got is we move higher up. His rook can start coming across here and then start bouncing around here and start attacking the knight and stuff. So we're not going to be able to go too much higher really. If we go like this, rook comes and puts a check. No, the bishop's in, stopping the king from going there, but we were looking at the white square basically. But also the bishop has this right down here as well, which means the rook can come here, we go here. Can't make it down here, we can come here in this pawn. Well, there is that looking position, isn't there? Rook comes here, hangs here, bishop's guarding this square. Yeah, we're definitely down tempo, we can't do diddly squat. Move the king, rook comes across. Bishop moves back. Rook still comes down. I don't know. Let's go with the king. Yeah, they're following that idea, aren't they? It's definitely going to come here. I'm going to bring the bishop like we said. Bishop, bishop. Rook here. Yeah, we said, didn't we? The knight is protecting this pawn, but is there something that's going to happen? Does the bishop take, knight takes, and then the rook takes? We'll have the bishop protecting that area as well. Am I missing something? Something to do with these pawns, isn't it? No, maybe? I could bring the bishop here. If that's any good. Or do we bring it here? No, I think we're going to keep it here. Just do this. Make space. Could come and attack the rook. Obviously the bishop is still hitting this. So if we attack the rook, rook goes back. We come back defending. Attack the rook. come right back. So let's go defending the pawn. Bring the bishop back. Bring the bishop here. Yes, he's definitely not wanting to play for a draw. He's saying, I've got a rook, I'm going to be winning. This is too much pressure for the bishop, though. It's too much. If we push here, then the bishop has to stay there defending it. Because once he takes, we take. And his rook's going to come here, looking to attack the king, because he's got support from the bishop. So we could attack the bishop. But the problem we have with that is the rook can come down here. Bishop takes, king's up here, rook comes down, and then it's all over. Yeah, we can't do that. Take with a check. His rook's just coming around the edge here though, isn't it? What can we do? What can we do? Not much. Go down here, he just goes here because he's got support on the bishop. Not good. Back the rook. Back down. Just drops. And what do we have after that? Capture. Captures. Yeah, this pawn's going to be passed, isn't it? Semi-passed. How can we just do this and not go for the rook yet? I'm going to go for the rook. Probably go into this position that they were looking to go for anyway, which is trying to go for this. No, he's come back down. Have we lost tempo by doing that? Now he takes. Probably have done, haven't we? Oh, no, 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 no. Now we come in here, the position we said. Ah, crikey. And if we go here, we can just go here. And then come round the back and get the knight. Oh, that's exactly what we didn't want. Oh. Exactly what we didn't want. He's got a 2-on-1 now. With the bishop. Damn. Nothing can protect this pawn. Oh my gosh. Well, that's probably how it's going to go. There's nothing else for us to do. King has to come and protect. Is there a glimmer of hope? Right. No. Right. 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 3 moves, that's not going to cut it, is it? I don't have anything else. To suffer some damage. Oh, come on. That's the move. Oh, what? Just when I thought we had... Oh, so close. So close. Now this pawn's going. If I go here like this, his bishop's just shooting here. Oh. Oh, man. King's trapped. Come here. Bishop attacks. We take this pawn. But then everything else is on white squares. That's not working, is it? Like this. Bishop comes down. Come here. Defending. Then he starts chomping at the bit with these. Then he's going to have 2 against that. Oh. Oh no. But we can't do that because the king is on our pawn. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. So close. Oof. Oof. I think I might... I'm going to have to resign here, aren't I? We almost pulled something out the bag there with the knight maneuver, but that's all we had. We had just a move behind and he's got too many pawns. And I can't do anything moving back. Yeah, that's too slow because he's going to be hitting these. Or in fact moving his king down, blocking us from coming here. Move the king back. I'm just looking, see if I can get the king up and up and up, but that's way too slow. This pawn is going to be ramping down, isn't it? Oh, come on. Come on. Can't even go for an attack. Takes, we take. He's got a passer here. He's got these pawns. And that's going to be hitting that pawn. And that'll be a passer. Oh, it's shocking. Okay, let's resign.